Hello friends, this video on wind storms and cyclones part 4 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So now using this concept, we will look at few more interesting experiments. So let's look at this experiment with balloons. So what we do here, take two balloons. Again, these are all simple experiments which can be very easily tried at your home. So take two balloons, blow them up and then attach them to a string as is shown on the screen. So you just fix these balloons and leave a considerable distance between the two balloons. Now at the same time they should not be kept very far apart. So like a considerable distance between the two balloons, tie them to a string. Now what do? You blow hard in the space between the balloons. So when you blow hard, so what happens when we blow? So when we blow, the region in front of our mouth, this particular region, there will be movement of air. So there will be, that region will have higher wind speed because the air will be moving faster because of our blowing. Now what happens due to this when we blow? Now an interesting thing happens. We see that the two balloons tend to come closer to each other. So as we blow, the two balloons start coming near each other. So the question is, what causes these two balloons to attract each other? So why are they experiencing an attractive force between themselves? That's because what happens is when we blow hard, basically the region between these two balloons, in this region, somewhere here, the wind speed is more. Now, I have told you something before. When the region where wind speed is more, it will always be accompanied with low air pressure. Therefore, the air pressure in this region is less because wind speed is more. We learned about it, right? That when wind speed is more, the air particles are moving really fast. So they do not have enough time to exert pressure on objects. Therefore, the air pressure is low. So basically in this region, so if we name these regions as region 1, region 2 and region 3. So what do we see? That region 2 comparatively have lower air pressure. So the air pressure in region 2 is less, but the air pressure in region 1 is high. So I'm just talking about comparative values. So in region 2, the air pressure is less when compared to region 1. Similarly, when compared to region 3, also region 2 has less air pressure. So basically here air pressure is more, here air pressure is more, but in this region the air pressure is less. So what will happen? So air tends to flow from a region of higher pressure towards lower pressure. So air will flow in this direction. Similarly, in this case, air will flow in this direction from region of higher pressure towards region of air pressure. Now, as air blows, as wind blows, what happens? It exerts a pressure on the balloon which makes the balloon also move in the direction of the wind. And as a result, they both tend to come near each other. So that is why this attraction happens between the balloon. So this happens only when we blow in between the space between the two balloons. Because when we blow hard, only then the wind speed in region 2 increases, because of which the air pressure is reduced. So that's how you see these are simple experiments, but a lot of time we do not know why this happens. And that is very much important to know if you really want to understand the science around us. Let's look at yet another example, which is a very popular experiment, you can say. So here we will make use of paper balls and a bottle. So all you need is one bottle. Take a small ball of paper. So what is a paper ball? Basically, you take a small sheet of paper, just crumble it to form a tiny ball. Now, you have to ensure that the size of the ball should be such that it is smaller than the mouth of the bottle. So that, it is possible to put it inside the bottle. So that is how the size of the paper ball should be. Now you try this out. So place the bottle like this, hold it in your hand like this and put that small paper ball just at the mouth of the bottle. And then you blow hard. Now when you blow hard, what do you expect? Now since we are blowing hard, we are trying to push this ball into the bottle. So that is our aim, because we think when we blow hard, we are exerting some pressure on this ball and therefore it should move in. But actually what happens, do you know that? So when you actually blow on the ball to force it into the bottle, the result is that instead of going inside the ball tends to come out of the bottle. So the ball all the more come towards the outer side. That's quite surprising again, because we are thinking that when we are blowing hard, we are exerting a pressure to the ball so that it can move in. But instead of moving in, it is moving out. So let's try to understand what happens here. Now when we blow into the mouth of the bottle, again, the air which is present near the mouth of this bottle, the speed of the air increases because we are blowing hard, right? So the wind speed at the mouth of the bottle would be more. So basically in this region, the wind speed would be more. Now when the wind speed is more, so this will be accompanied by lower pressure, therefore the air pressure would be less. So reduced air pressure. Where is the air pressure reduced? At the mouth of the bottle, correct? But air pressure inside the bottle, how is it? It is more. So because here we are talking about comparative values. So when we blow hard at that point of time, since the wind speed in this region increased, therefore the air pressure reduced. But inside the bottle, the air pressure is comparatively more. Correct? Now, what have we learned? We have learned that air moves from region of higher pressure towards region of lower pressure. So basically, the moving air or the wind will actually move in this direction. Now wind exerts pressure, so this wind will exert a pressure on this ball and therefore the ball tends to come out of the bottle. So that's the logic. So even though we are blowing hard, we are thinking that we are directly giving some force to the ball. But actually when we are blowing hard, we are increasing the wind speed in that region. And since the wind speed is increasing, so the air pressure is reducing. And due to the difference in air pressure, the wind starts flowing in the opposite direction, which makes the ball move out. So all these experiments tell you that the concept of air pressure exists, because you see, if you say that no, I would not agree that something like air pressure exists, in that case how would you be able to explain all these phenomena which happens? Because this is not something imaginary, this actually happens. You can try this experiment yourself. So how would you justify this experiment if you do not believe in the concept of air pressure? Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more educational videos with a better experience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you once again.